been very patient all week, Ding. He was saying that decider against Sean Murphy, he made the decision not to do anything risky. He said, I felt confident in my safety game, decided to just try and put Murphy under pressure. He certainly did that. He had him in a horrible snooker at one point.
You just read my mind. It was awful, wasn't it? Well, it's a great shot from Ding's point of view. It was awful from Sean's point of view. Well, he's left. He might have left this red just next to the black, actually. There's the one near the pink as well. This young man's shown a lot of maturity as well this week. He's been quite patient in various situations where he could have been tempted into a pot. Wasn't. He might be here though. Great shot. Well, in early. And the safety from Ding wasn't quite good enough. And Xiao here really has to sort of focus the mind and try and win frames in one visit if he can from these sort of opportunities. Easier said than done, of course, but he just needs to try and stay at the table as much as he possibly can early in this session and try and keep Ding cold.
What a thrill for him just to be playing in this final, particularly against Ding. Of course, he's someone he's looked up to, has inspired him, and now here he is alongside him.
Good pace. He's nicely on this red. He can just glance off the other one for the black. He's looked so assured this week, Xiao Guodong. He's just got better and better as the tournament has gone on. If he keeps playing like this in the months to come, we're going to see a lot of this young man on our screens. Well, he's 24. Let's not forget that Ding's only 26. He burst onto our screens 8 years ago. Nearly 9 actually now, I think. Nicely played. Good control of the cue ball there. Just lost the cue ball a little bit there. I think he's okay. If he's dead straight on this red, no problem. Just run through for the black. Yes, it's perfect. But the chance is here, and he must make it count.
It was a good sign, wasn't it, that first red he potted, because he didn't back away from that. Ding left a half chance and he knocked it in.
A little bit straight on this red. He might go back for the blue this time.
Well,
he's got the angle to go into them if he wants to. He's looking at these two reds to make them into a possible plant. He could try and catch the reds just left of the pink. Got to be careful there though, because it could skim off them and finish nowhere. I think he's going to play on this plant. Well, this is not guaranteed. It has to be made.
43.
Some distance between them, but well, that's not really a problem from there. They're pretty much lined up. There's not a lot of adjustment needed.
44.
Might go into the meat of the pack here. You could actually drop the black in if he wants to. Well, so far so good, and this is exactly the sort of start he was looking for.
51.
Got to try and claw his way back into this match. 3-1 before the mid-session interval for him would be very good. 4-0, well, that would be a bonus. But he's got to try and get 3 out of the 4. Well, he could bring the white bat roughly where it is now, take on the red to the yellow pocket. Played on the red in the corner, this top corner here. It's great to see 2 Chinese players contesting a major final, David, and again, as we mentioned, quite appropriate that it is in China. They're great supporters of our game.
Yes, I suppose it was always going to happen eventually. It's happened this week. And it's starting to happen for this man, but he's got to get on a red here. So this is a big shot.
Well, he's nudged one out, but it won't go to the corner. The blue's in the way. Not quite sure what he'll play here. He might just play a safety, especially with a 67-point lead, but that's a pity, really, because he only wants 1 red. Now, has he found a plant in the middle of the bunch? Oh, that's a bonus. And from there, that's on. This is frame ball. Well played.
58.
This has been a superb visit here.
Yes, a confident start. He's taken the game to Ding. And it's worked in this opening frame.
Seventy-one. 72.
Well, the frame definitely safe now, and now he can concentrate on making a century. 61 he's had already in his short career.
77.
Yes, he made 2 yesterday in the semi-finals, had 3 in the tournament.
78.
And this is making a statement. He's saying to Ding, you've got to win this match, you're not going to be given it. Well, not to be, but a good start nonetheless. That's 78 from Xiao Guodong, has narrowed the gap to 6-4. He just needed 1 chance, didn't he? He saw that red to the green pocket and made a very nice break indeed. So the final a lot closer. Ding now 2 in front. We're back shortly with frame 11.
Well, only just avoided the centre pocket there. A little bit pacey because he caught that red on the thin side, but there's nothing on there for Ding Junhui. He'll play a similar safety shot here, back to the bulk area. But a great start for Xiao Guodong there. And that's the opening frame of this final session. Could do with a couple more, really. All four, as I've mentioned, would be nice. He'd be right back in this.
Yes, and he has beaten Ding in China. It's 1-1 between them on the head-to-head, but Yao beat him in the first round of the China Open 2009. Ding won a PTC semi-final a couple of years ago, but he knows he can do it. He's done it before, albeit not in a major final.
There's Hawkeye's view. He might be going for this one as well. Oh, what can you say? Top draw, clean as a whistle. Great cueing. He's obviously come out here and decided to attack. Why not?
Well, he certainly doesn't look like a man under pressure so far, does he? He's loving every minute of this, and he's certainly going for it as well, which is what you've got to do. Try and transfer the pressure onto Ding, who coming out 6-3 up, knows everyone's expecting him to win this. Well, he's got his work cut out, clearly.
The pink's available to this right corner pocket, but he'd like to get the black back onto its own spot if he can, but try and move one or two of those reds out of the way first. But another terrific pot to get in.
Five.
But I'm with you here, David. I mean, he's got a great temperament, hasn't he? This lad, he's playing like it's just a knock down at the club, not in a major final.
Some club.
Yeah, some seats in there, isn't there? Well, I got told once there was a club in China somewhere. There's got 300 tables in it.
Wouldn't want to be the person who brushes and irons them.
Rotational system. Don't know how true that is. Somebody might be able to pick up on that, but there was certainly a lot of tables, and there was over 100, 150, but whether it's actually 3, but that's what I got told. The first mistake then.
Xiao Guodong, 11.
Trying to get back for the blue, and they seem to rush that a little bit. And now can Ding pick up the pieces here? The first scoring chance for him in the session.
Yes, he might only be 2 years older than his opponent, but of course he's got all the experience. He's won 6 world ranking titles.
I think it's been pretty noticeable this week as well from Ding Junhui, David, that his tempo around the table is slowed. He's getting himself a lot more thinking time.
Yes, he's been very patient and very focused. Yesterday it was a very long semi-final with Barry Hawkins, 4 hours for 8 frames, but at no point did his head drop.
Well, he's just working things out here. He'd like to get amongst the pink or the black, of course, but just stay on the blue or the brown first, and then try and concentrate on things at this end. It's obviously, again, for him, it's those 3 reds that are around the black spot that could make all the difference. If you can just clear things at this end, make things a lot easier. And it's not straightforward, this. He has to make sure that he keeps good control of the cue ball. They're all sort of covering each other into corner pockets. might play the red to the centre pocket. And I think the pink spot might be covered, so that would go down onto the brown spot once potted.
Seven.
Ooh, I just thought that was a little wide there. It might throw it out.
$13.
And this is not straightforward. I mean, he's a terrific break builder, this guy, Ding Junhui. He's made a century already in this final, but there's 313 centuries now.
$14.
Well, for the time being, he might have to just concentrate on the blue here, the positional side, but he won't care about that. He just wants this frame on the board and keep that 3-frame cushion.
$20.
Would have liked a little bit more angle on this blue. Just got to sort of power this in now to get close to these reds. Could play on the ones on the left hand side, actually. The left hand one will pop. Well, a fraction higher than intended.
25.
Well, he might be clattering into something here, so he's got to be careful where this cue ball finishes. He could easily lose position here. I don't know whether he'll play a gentle cannon into the black. He can get through the gap. Try and push it towards that corner pocket. Oh, well.
26.
Not the desired position, but it's the only colour he can see. Well, it's one of those. I think he's got to go for this, really. I think it's there. Well played. Excellent shot. It was the pace that allowed the black to drop a little bit harder. It might have just rattled. But good recovery. He's having to work hard for these. It wasn't straightforward when he came to the table. You know, the reds here, fair enough, they were open, but again, it's just keeping control of that cue ball. too far for the black, but the blue's on.
Arian Williams representing the UK in this final as the referee from Wales.
He was a former policeman, wasn't he?
He was.
I don't want to mess with him then. They do a great job, they really do, all the referees, you know, in our sport, and unsung heroes, and they have to try and keep order for the players. Well, he's just wondering whether to come back for these reds near the black spot or run through for the one near the pink.
Again though, and you can see him working it all out. He's not rushed anything in this break because it's not been straightforward.
Blue ball.
I think a mobile phone's just gone off. Nicely played, good speed. And he's, well, he wants to win the frame at this visit if he can.
39.
Perfect. Just stunned down this right hand side of the table for one of those two reds near the black spot. Those two are okay, but then the hard work starts after that. He's only got a 29-point lead. Taking no chances. That's 3 times he's had the cue ball cleaned in this break.
Six.
Well, the black eventually finds its way onto its own spot. That's a poor shot.
54.
That's a terrible shot, and he knows it. You can see the shake of the head there. Still got the brown on, but he won't be best pleased the way he's played that. Well, he could play the brown and try and get on to one of these reds on the left-hand side here. Just come through the pink and the green with the cue ball. Probably floated in with a little bit of left-hand side. He chose to play the stun around the table, that's fair enough, but too hard for one and not hard enough for the other. That, I think, is end of break. And that all came about really when he lost position on the black.
Well, frustrating for Ding, just a couple of balls away from securing the frame. 47 in front, 59 on.
Just wonder if he might contemplate the double, David, but he hasn't really taken any risks at all this week. He's played the percentages very much in his favour. And there's another one, a safety coming up.
Junhui, 58.
Well, good 58, but not quite over the line yet in this one. Well, oh, has it just gone far enough? I think it has. I was about to say, has he got the cover? Too thin. That's pacey. Well, again, it'll be one of those that he's annoyed with, and especially allowing Xiao to get in here. There's plenty on.
One.
This would be a good steal. Well, the left-hand red of the two definitely goes, of course. He's just had a quick look at the other one. Will he play on the top red or on those two? Well, you've got to remember to get the pot. That is careless.
Guodong, 1.
Fortunately, there's still enough points for him at the table, but not if Ding knocks a red in.
See this often, don't you? Concentrating so much on the cannon, just forgetting to pop the ball.
It's incredible, isn't it? All the difficult ones go in, and then it's the simple ones. Lack of concentration. Ding just requires one red here. Frame ball. Yeah, if he knocks this in. Well played.
1.
Well, he was let off the hook, you got to say it. He liked this pink as well. Good pot. Now another good pot.
Well, we could say steadied the ship a little.
7.
Yes, well, as long as he's still in front at the end, that's all that matters, I guess. But it was important, I think, to win this frame because Xiao Guodong started so well.
Wait, 7.
Indeed, he started well in this frame, but it's Ding who's won it. It was the 58 that helped him on his way. Yao did have a chance there, just missed that black, playing the cannon to the two reds. And so Ding gets his 3-frame lead back at 7-4. So Ding has his 3-frame advantage restored. It's 7-4.
Good break-off shot. It's covered things on the right-hand side there, so there's no real option but to play a safety. I'm sure this young man's a little bit annoyed to miss that black off the spot the way he did, but he's got to remember how well he played in the opening frame here in this session. Good 78 break he put together. But at the moment, Junhui close to really taking a firm grip on this final. Bit thin again. He's caught the knuckle. That's a poor shot.
Well, what a great chance this is to make a sizable break. Problem is, though, he's got to do it. That puts the pressure on because he knows we're running out of frames.
I'm not sure whether this black will spot. I think he might have to go on to the blue. Well, referee Owen Williams feels that it will.
8.
Plenty of room. Depends whether the red above the black goes, but if not, he'll just try and leave himself an angle here just to pot the black and then push the red on. Might even go down for the blue. Oh, Xiao, that's careless.
Xiao Guodong, 8.
It's just little mistakes like that, isn't it, that in the early rounds you might get away with, but in a final he'll be back in his seat now thinking that could be end of frame.
Yeah, Ding Junhui was out of that chair with a bit of pace as well. Well, again, he's just lost the white a little bit there. I don't think he's on the pink. This is a tough black now. Wasn't a great shot. It was a little bit careless. I mean, the red was over the corner. Should have done better with a cue ball there. Well, if you can see the pink, that's a bonus. You'll take that.
Seven. Eight. Okay. 14.
Well, where the Reds are situated, just expect this to be a winning contribution. It's not really a difficult one, and just wonder whether that red near the black does go. If not, you can get onto the black. As I've said before, you can nudge it, but it doesn't need to. He's got the pink and the blue available. And he will be disappointed that if he doesn't win the frame from here, or at least put
21.
Xiao in snooker's required stage. £80,000 to the winner today. And if we can just pop in a 147 on the way through, an extra £40,000 bonus. Not bad for a week, is it? It's great money.
Well, when he won his only other ranking title in China, he didn't earn a penny because he was playing as a wildcard. He was on the tour, but they took him out the qualifiers so that he would be at the venue guaranteed. And he actually went down the rankings because he didn't earn any points either. But things worked out for the best in the end.
Gained valuable experience. And how well did he play there? Well, I'd like to have been a little bit lower on this black just to nudge that red.
Nine.
Got to say, David, that the fitters have done a great job this week. These tables have played superbly. Okay, we've had one or two kicks, but not a great amount of them. But the pace, especially on the bed, has been so fast.
Yes, it seems the days when tournaments come to the Far East
36.
and playing conditions are a bit sluggish have gone. Been beautiful all week, this table. And there haven't been any more kicks than you get in the UK or the European tournaments.
How the equipment's moved on, eh? Especially with the under-table heaters now. We've got the pads that are stuck onto the underneath the slate, keeps the warmth there, keeps them constant at a constant temperature, I should say. And this is what these players like. They like fast tables. They like to just stroke the balls around
37.
rather than to hammer them, really.
And again, he's taking care over every shot here, looking to really punish Xiao Guodong for that miss.
Forty-four. What? Same place. How do you spot it?
Well, it's just Ira Williams to respot the black.
Well, he's able to pop the black from that side, but he still has the option of the pink to the middle. Or the corner.
45.
But he's looking good once more. Still a few reds with colours needed. It's a lonely place in that chair sometimes.
Yes, he had a very good scoring chance, didn't he, at the start of the frame, but just potted a red and a black.
Well, he keeps looking at that red near the black, but if you pot, you can pot three high value colours here, you won't need it.
52.
The lead goes to 43, 44 actually, as that red goes on. he's getting ever closer to making it 8-4. And if he wins this one, and I would suggest if he wins the next one, it's pretty much all over. That's a long way back for Xiao Guodong from there. Oh, that's tight. Well, he's got the angle to stun down for this red. He's had a close look at it. Now, which one will he play on? The percentage shot is the reds on the right hand side. Well, the lead is 58, so effectively the next red is frame ball, because he will land on a colour here of some description, possibly the blue into the centre. So if this goes in, it's about to go 8-4. Well, once more, David, he has taken his time here, but, you know, it's a winning contribution.
It's been a very carefully compiled break again, clinical in fact. Yes, he's here to win. He can play quicker than this, but he doesn't want to risk unexpected errors. It's been a very mature performance all week from him. So there you see it. This ball to leave Xiao Guodong needing snookers.
Well, what about that one? Super shot. He might have gone around it and still been on the red, but that's even better. This frame is over now. Well, this has been a super break. This is business-like snooker here by Ding Junhui. Hoped well for the rest of the season, David. Seeing him in this form, it's nice to see him back playing well.
Yes, and I think it'll be interesting now to see how he does in China, because he's felt the pressure, I think, on home soil last few years. But I suspect if he wins one, you might see him winning 2 or 3 here in quick succession. Of course, there's 5 ranking events here this season in China. So the break ends at 78. It's more than enough. He did what he had to do. He punished Zhao's miss, and Xiao now in trouble because Ding just 2 frames from winning the Shanghai Masters title. He leads here at the grand stage by 8 frames to 4. It's 8-4 to Ding. Xiao Guodong breaking off in frame 13. Well, I suppose as long as he can keep Ding on 8, he's got a chance. You must remember last year in the final, John Higgins was 7-2 down to Judd Trump and won 10-9. But of course, Higgins' vast experience of major finals. This is Xiao's first. So Ding in a very strong position here. 2 needed for victory.
There's a possible shot to nothing here, the one behind the pink. Too thin this time. Good cue ball though. Well, just working out to see where you can put the cue ball, make it as awkward as possible for Xiao, and very important frame this for Xiao Guodong, because 8-5, you never know, he could claw his way back into this final, but at 9-4, you've got to say that it's virtually all over, really. And Ding will be giving this frame its fullest attention as well. And he's not rushing anything, nor should he. That white could be close though. Always makes a difference out if the ball's in hand. There's a couple of pots on, but not now.
Yes, I've been very impressed with his discipline. You know, there's been no sort of cutaways of him slouched in his chair and not looking interested. He's been really, really focused this week. I'm sure he felt it's about time that he started to produce the goods on home soil again. Well, phone went off there as he struck that, which wouldn't have helped.
Well, our referee Aaron Williams will certainly give him a look. And you don't want that look, I can tell you. Again, he might be able to chip this one into the left corner pocket. Take control of the table. Well, again, too thin. Good cue ball once more.
If you can just get this frame on board, 8-5 at the interval, it's not over. 9-4, you kind of think that it is.
No, if he's going for this, this is risky. Well, not so at that pace. Well, you can see the disappointment there because he forgot to hit it. He's under-hit that by a long way. Needed that white to the back cushion. He's given Xiao a chance here. But he has been sitting in his seat for a while and he's a little bit cold. another good chance here for Ding to go further ahead.
One.
As we mentioned before, noticeable here with Ding with the tempo around the table. It's obviously a conscious effort here that not to make any what we call unforced errors while you're at the table. Yes, you can be forced into errors in certain situations, but when these sort of positions present themselves, well, he's looking for a win at every visit. Got a touch far. You can still hold the white in the middle of the table for a red. He's got the angle to go around the table, around the back of the green if he wants to, which I think he's doing. Get closer to these reds. A bit pacey. Well, I say that, it's finished perfect on the red. I thought he's played on the one that's just above the cue ball now. He'll settle for that. I don't know whether he played on this one. I think if you ask him, he won't tell you anyway. But it's okay.
Seventeen.
Well, if you could land on the pink here would help, because it would free up that red. Now the black has gone onto the pink spot.
$18. $24.
Well, we know this guy's one of the best break builders in the game, and he's proven it here. And Xiao once more having to sit in his chair and hope he gets another chance. But the mood that this guy is in at the table, I'm not sure whether he will.
Yes, it's turning into a bit of a snooker lesson, this, and not just for Xiao Guodong. We're seeing
32.
a player here playing with great discipline on a big occasion, in control of himself and of the table.
33.
First played in a ranking tournament when he was just 14. It was here in Shanghai, 2002 China Open. He took 2 frames off a young Mark Selby. There were signs of great potential, but of course he's had to work really hard since then. He's made a big sacrifice of moving to the UK, lives in Sheffield during most of the season, doesn't get home that often. But all of China is rightly very proud of him. He's a huge star here. Snooker's a huge television sport in China. He's one of the country's leading sportsmen.
Well, already he's thinking 3 or 4 shots ahead here. You know, the black to red is not the problem, it's what's coming after that. I think there's possibly one more red that will go into this left corner, but he's got to think about things ahead after the next 2 or 3 balls, because he'll need a couple of reds to secure this frame. And again, he knows how important this is. I mean, 9-4 going into the interval, that would make Xiao think a lot about things, and it would be a long way back.
48.
But from Ding's point of view, he's certainly up to press. Made good of his opportunities.
49.
Now, will he play a little screw shot into these 3 reds here? He could possibly get a cannon on them and push one towards his corner pocket. This next shot might make the difference between winning this frame and not. Well, he's just held his hand up there because he knows that he had a bit of a touch on the positional side to land on this red the way he has, because obviously he was trying to disturb those 3 reds on the cushion a little more. But again, you know, when it's going for you like this, just take it. You have bad days where there's nothing going for you, so if it's happening, take it on board. Just left himself this awkward black here. I thought he might have played that with a little bit more pace, possibly twice across to get close to the black, but he's cueing that well. That I expect him to knock this one in as well into this corner. And I think that red, the loose red there at the table, might go into this corner pocket. No problem, and he screwed around the back of the other one. That's a great shot. And he only needs 64. Red and black here. Well, this is hard match snooker, David. It's great stuff, really. It's of a high quality.
Yes, it's been another impeccably made break. This black to get to snooker's required. Terrific stuff from Ding. Xiao Guodong came out all guns blazing in that opening frame, made that quick 78. Looked like he was going to put his compatriot under pressure, but Ding has responded really well. And he's only going to need one more frame now to be champion.
And as you said, it's been a bit of a masterclass, really.
73.
Not quite, but another excellent break from Ding Junhui to put him to the brink of victory. 6-3 up when they resumed. Xiao Guodong won the opening frame, but Ding Junhui has won 3 on the spin, so 9-4. He'll need one more frame when they come back after the interval to be champion. Shanghai Masters final just back underway after the interval. Ding Junhui, he was 6-3 up when they came out this evening. It's 9-4 now. He needs one. Xiao Guodong needs the mother of all comebacks. That's a good start.
Great shot. Well, remember what happened last year in the final with John Higgins and Judd Trump. Can it happen again?
Well, I think if they'd stayed out there and not at an interval, it would have been 10-4, but you never know. Just had a chance to gather his thoughts in the dressing room.
Three.
Yes, he couldn't really guarantee position on the black. That's why he's played that shot that way. But already this is a good chance if you can get the white down this end. Well, from this position you're just looking to try and make the score look respectable and then see what happens, really.
7.
But the pressure is on, of course. Ding looking totally focused, totally relaxed. Clever shot, just mentioned those two reds open.
$15. 16. 23. 24.
Got the slightly wrong angle.
31.
You might have to pile through the reds here.
32. 38. 39.
Playing the pink to split the reds. Well, he's come away from them slightly. And that doesn't help.
$45.
Well, it seems he can get through to this one. It's okay. Thought the pink might have just covered that. He's not in position now. And I'm not sure whether he'll take the blue one. It's high risk at this stage. Here we go. Well, I suppose he's thinking 9-4 behind, nothing to lose. Let's have a go. A little fortunate there to leave the green there. Yeah, it's made all the difference because Dean could have had a go at one of the straight reds, but he's got one just at the back of the pack. No problem. He's cueing very well. There's no doubt about that. Well, he's 45 points behind here, but I'd really like to finish off the match at this visit if he can. I think he's having a look at the pink as well. You can certainly pop this pink and open up the reds. Well, I think somebody just sneezed there just when he was about to deliver the cue and stayed down on the shot a little bit longer, but I wonder if that did disturb him. Ooh. Wow.
Well, that's incredible. I mean, what a great chance that was. 45 points in front, all the reds open to win the frame. He might not get another shot now.
Well, it's just as well that he's put that green fairly safe a few minutes ago, David. I know it's potable, but oh, that was a bad miss.
One.
Well, you've got to think it's going to be about that green now. All the reds out in the open.
7.
And if he gets on the yellow in a good spot, he can certainly nudge that green more into the middle of the table. But that's a long way ahead yet.
8.
Well, Ding won't want to go into another frame. He'll want to try and finish it here if he can. Oh, trying to force the angle.
3, 8.
Is it getting a little bit edgy out there?
Well, that's a shot you might look back on in a couple of hours, is where it all turned round. You never know. It's down to this man, though, to really focus now. So 9-5, surely going to be the score, but Xiao Guodong has walked a bit of a tightrope in this frame, to say the least. And you've got to feel, can't keep making those sort of errors. But from his point of view, it's 1 down, 5 to go.
33.
Well, he's not giving it up yet, that's for sure. He's needed a little bit of help, let's be honest, in this frame, but he'll take it.
40.
He's had a great week and he doesn't want it to end yet. And it isn't over yet. He's won the first frame back from the interval. Junhui had a good chance to win it there, missed that black, and Xiao Guodong has done the rest. So Ding's lead is reduced. It's 9-5. He still needs one to win the Shanghai Masters title. Xiao Guodong has just broken off here in frame 15 of a possible 19. Ding Junhui leading 9-5, needing one more for victory.
Well, he can't just put the white to the top cushion. He might leave a couple of tempters here, but Xiao has managed to cover the one there, the left-hand cushion. So this is a little bit awkward here for Ding Junhui. Didn't need that. It was a little bit dangerous taking that red on. He certainly knew what could have, or what could happen.
One.
Well, if it went 9-6 and then possibly 9-7, it could get interesting.
Eight. Nine. Sixteen. 17. Twenty-four. 25.
'Well, I think he's played on the red to the middle, but he's underhit it for that. He could still take the red to the corner and come back for the black. it's all blacks at the moment. Needs a good split here, though. Caught them well, and he's been a little bit unlucky. The cue ball is just stuck.
40. Xiao Guodong, 40.
I thought he was about to fluke the red to the middle for a minute, but he's underhit that, and he's given Xiao a couple of tempters here into the green pocket. Playing the straighter one. Well played.
Very similar to the red he knocked in the first frame of the session. Made 78 off that. Well, he's starting to enjoy himself now, isn't he?
7. 8.
Well, he's played well all week. He's got to remember how he got here in the final.
14. 15.
Like we often say, one frame at a time, and he's got a great chance to win this one. Close the gap.
22. 23.
So he needs another red after this black.
30. 31.
Well, I think this lad's here to stay. He's gaining valuable experience as every tournament goes by. It's all there.
38. 39.
Well, it's still a tall order, but
41.
at least the match is still going. It could have been over.
42. 44. 45.
He's just landed a little bit straight on the green to get close to these reds.
Well, the frame was over anyway, so 40 and then a 45. And it's now 2 frames on the spin from Xiao Guodong, hoping to just put Ding under a bit of pressure. So it was 9-4, but Ding now leads here 9-6.
Good pace on the cue ball. This might be a little thin edge here to get the cue ball back to Bork. He's got to avoid the corner pocket, of course. Well played. Well, that's excellent. Now it's gone through the portcullis. You just have to wait, because if it cannons into the green, then Ding might have taken a red on, but now this is awkward. It's not easy to play a safety shot from here. There's plenty of reds that he could hit on the way back. That's why he's coming off, what, one cushion, I think, into the side of the pack. Looks perfect. Well played. Doesn't really want this a touching ball.
Touching ball.
Well, it's easy to get the white back to Bolt now. Deemed to have already hit the red. Well, that should have been better. That should have been tight on that back cushion behind the green. Similar shot again, but he's having to play this one with a touch of left hand side. Just getting on those reds below the pink. Looks good once more. Well, this time it isn't touching, but he can play a pretty good safety actually from here. Unless the red goes. It might go. Oh, that's incredible, really. It's a little bit unlucky on Ding's part. But the young man is back in again. He was looking very good, well, he has done in the last couple of frames.
Seven. Eight.
Yes, this is how he wanted to start the evening. He wanted to play this other snooker in that mini session. If he could have won that 3-1, then Ding would have been under pressure. As it is 9-6, as I say, still a good lead, but well, if it goes 9-7, then you just start to wonder.
50.
Has he come far enough? It looks perfect. Well played. Good angle to get onto the black as well. He's just freeing up the black spot slightly here. This is a great chance to put another frame on the board, and all of a sudden he might be starting to put a few seeds of doubt into Ding Junhui's mind.
28. 29. 36. 37.
He's not hanging about here as well. It's a fairly brisk tempo around the table. As long as you don't get careless. There's been one or two, well,
44.
occasions where he's given Ding a chance to win the match, and yet Ding hasn't taken them so far. wanted to be a little bit higher on this red. Might have to go back for the blue. Oh, looks like he's trying to go through the reds for the black. I'm not so sure about that shot. Not at this stage. Not with a 44-point lead. The percentage shot was back for the blue. Well, he's shown a lot of maturity this week, Xiao Guodong, but that was a little bit of inexperience there. He should have played the percentage. Well, just clip off the black for safety around the angles, put the white hopefully behind the yellow on the back cushion. That's about all he's got, actually. Could think about putting the white to the top cushion, I suppose.
Guodong, 45.
Well, 45, but he knows it should have been more. Great pace on the cue ball. He's got Xiao wrong-sided here. I think he's just clipping off this red. Or is he going for the other one into this corner? He's just playing the safety, is he? Just white to the top cushion. Well, he's tempting Ding to take something on here. But he's got to be careful, because there's not a difficult ball on the table. Well, there's Hawkeye's view. One to the centre, and there's one to the corner. Well, he's just looking for a concrete chance to win the match. Doesn't want to give away another frame because the pressure will start to come on. Not surprising he's taking his time here. Is he having a go? It looks that way. No. Depends where they're finished. Well, he's played that in such a way that that was the only red that he could leave. Oh, that might prove to be very costly. Well, if you could knock this one in, this is a great chance to win frame and match. Couldn't make it.
the groan there from the audience. Ding supporters were starting to feel like that was the chance to win the title.
The longer this goes on, David, as we've seen before, the harder it becomes to be able to get over to that line.
Yes, I go back to that 14th frame when it was 9-4 and Yao was missing, and Ding did have a chance there but couldn't take it. Now it's 9-6 and 45-0 down. He knows if he leaves a red on here it's probably going to be 9-7.
Might be having a go at this. White to the top cushion, is it? Oh, just avoided the double kiss. Well, he didn't want that. He's pushed the red safe. That's the last thing he wanted to do. Xiao won't. There's no way he'll be moving that red. He's got a possible pot to the centre. Looks like he's keeping it tight though. Needs to cover that red on the side cushion. Good shot. He's certainly making Ding work for this victory. He's found one. What a pot that is.
One.
Unlucky to finish there though. You might see him take this red off the side cushion. Might not be interested in anything down this end. Just get it back into play.
6.
Okay, he's got this red down this right hand cushion, but I wouldn't fancy him to take it on. That's a good shot. He's playing some hard match snooker here, Ding Junhui, but he has left a possible pot on here. Xiao can cut this ball back into the right corner. Too thin. It's not a bad cue ball though. It's just starting to bubble up this final now. It's getting interesting. Especially if it went 9-7.
Well, although there's 39 points in it, this frame's still anyone's where the balls are. Oh, found another one.
What can you say?
1.
No points for guessing the net shot. What a red that was.
Bravo.
It doesn't really matter if you don't get on a colour, because you can do that and take control of the table. And now Xiao here has to be very careful indeed.
Yeah, as I say, where the balls are, one chance might be enough for Ding if he gets in.
Well, okay, he caught it, but he has left reds on here. And of course he's just chipped that red a little bit more into the middle of the table. Or shall we say away from that cushion anyway. This perhaps might be the chance that Ding's been looking for. Well, he certainly won't rush it, that is for sure. Well, this will help, putting the black back onto its own spot. What a wonderful chance this is to lift the title.
Well, as we've been saying all week, his concentration, his focus, his discipline has been excellent. Just needs now to hold it all together for one last visit.
Get rid of the awkward red first, and then concentrate on the ones in the middle of the table, and I think they're all potable. Even the one nearest the pink I think will go certainly into the left middle, if not into the corner pocket.
Nine. $16. $17.
Well, that's helped. Now, has he got enough angle here just to stun into these reds? Might be able to just bring the white back an inch or so to be on that left-hand red. No, it's fairly straight. Just checking to see if the brown spot is available. This is, well, I'm just wondering why he's played, well, will it spot? If it doesn't, it goes behind its own spot. And he could finish up snookered here. He just said, I've not finished yet. He's got to get as close as possible to that cue ball without touching.
23.
And this is going to be a massive difference here, whether you can see this red or not. I think he just can. How close is that? Oh, dear me. We talk about fractions at this game. That certainly was.
As if there weren't enough nerves out there without little incidents like that, but he's okay. Deep breaths.
Well, now it's all down to him.
31. $32.
Yes, the reason there was a snooker boom in China is this man, when he won that China Open 2005. That was the start of it all. We now have 5 ranking events in this country, and of course Chinese players on the up and up. We've seen that from Xiao Guodong, but he's still the man to beat. So points level.
38. 39.
A little bit straight on the blue, but he can just drop this in. He's just going to be a little bit further away from the yellow than he would have liked. Well, whatever happens here in the next few minutes, that young man there has had a fantastic week and he's got things to look forward to the rest of the season. It's a long season ahead for these boys. But Xiao Guodong can say that, you know, he's produced on the big stage. This still needs potting, and it needs good position as well. You always have to hit these as sweet as a nut. This could go wrong. You could come across the line. You might not get on the green. Let's see. Well played.
46.
Absolutely perfect. Well, I think it's all over now. Ding Junhui here has been made to wait.
49.
But now he's about to win the title.
Yes, I've just felt right from the start of the week he's meant business. He's been really disciplined this whole tournament.
53.
And he now needs this blue to win it.
I'm sure there'll be a cheer.
Yes, they've waited, and he's waited 8.5 years since his first ranking event win here in China on home soil. But my word, hasn't he played well this week? Ding Junhui is the champion. A historic final, the first between two Chinese players in a world ranking event. But it is China's #1, Ding Junhui, who's celebrating here in Shanghai. He was put through it at the end there. He led 9-4. Xiao Guodong, who's had such a great tournament, just started to put the pressure on. But Ding responded, and when the chance came there, he took it really well. You can see the delight from his fellow countrymen and women here as Ding Junhui signs a few autographs. He's the champion, the Shanghai Masters champion for 2013. He's beaten Xiao Guodong by 10 frames to 6. He's had a tough run, hasn't he, to the title. Dave Gilbert, who he'd never beaten before, then Shaun Murphy, Neil Robertson, Barry Hawkins and Xiao Guodong in the final. So £80,000 will be going his way very shortly, and of course the trophy. And that is the important thing, that trophy, because as I say, it's been 8.5 years since his dramatic win in Beijing when he was just 18 years of age. And Xiao Guodong's got plenty to build on. He'll be disappointed, of course, not to do it in the final, but £35,000 plus all the confidence he can take forward for the rest of the season. So we wait for the ceremony. Everyone clamouring for pictures, as you can see.
It's a wonderful venue, David, isn't it? It really creates a buzz out there for the players.
Yes, a fine event this. Won last year, of course, by John Higgins, and this year by another of the world's best, Ding Junhui. There's Martin Clark, former player himself, just getting everything in order, ready for the ceremony. So just waiting for this ceremony to start. But what relief for Ding there. He did not want that to go closer, did he? Having led 9-4 to get to 9-6 and then possibility of 9-7. Of course, he was 45-0 down in that frame. He didn't want any comebacks, and finished off nicely in the end. And that break, I think, summed up how he played all week. It was cautious, careful, but in the end, brilliant. Here come the dignitaries. There's Jason Ferguson, the chairman of the World Professional Billiards and Snooker Association, with the various sponsors and organisers from China, Chinese Billiards and Snooker Association, and all the, as I say, the sponsors who've put this event on. They always have a most popular player award, which Ding wins every year, but this year he's actually going away with a trophy that really matters, the one for the tournament winner itself. Fair to say they're happy with his victory. And who's to say this victory hasn't inspired a few youngsters in China watching on, hoping one day to be out there. There's plenty of playing opportunities. Here we go then.
Distinguished guests, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
欢迎来到我们的交通银行2013世界斯诺克上海沃德大师赛的闭幕式的现场。首先，请允许我来介绍一下参加本次活动的领导和嘉宾，他们是世界职业台联主席杰森·福格森先生。
There's Jason Ferguson, former player, now chairman of the WPBSA.
2013 World Snooker Shanghai OTO Masters. First, let me introduce to you the guests present here. Chairman of the WPBSA, Mr. Jason Ferguson. Welcome.
国家体育总局小球运动管理中心主任张晓宁先生。
Director of the Multiple Games Administrative Center of General Administration of Sports of China, Mr. Zhang Xiaoning.
上海市体育局局长李玉义先生。
Director of the Shanghai Municipal Sports Bureau, Mr. Li Yuyi.
交通银行个人金融业务部总经理陶文先生。
General Manager of the Department of Individual Financial Business of Bank of Communications, Mr. Tao Wen.
交通银行企业文化部总经理胡彦斌先生。
General Manager of the Corporate Culture Department of Bank of Communications, Mr. Hu Yanbing.
上海东亚集团有限公司总经理胡神奇先生。
General Manager of Shanghai East Asia Group, Mr. Hu Shenqi.
全国政协委员、北京星牌集团董事长甘连坊先生。
Member of the National Committee of CPPCC, Chairman of Beijing Xinwei Sports Products, Mr. Gan Lianfang.
国家体育总局小球运动管理中心二部部长王涛女士。
Director of the No. 2 Department of Multiple Games Administrative Center, General Administration of Sports of China, Madam Wang Tao.
还有五星体育传媒有限公司党总支书记黄秋元先生。
Last but not least, Secretary of Party General, Branch of the Great Sports Media, Mr. Huang Qiuyuan.
下面将开始我们的是颁奖仪式。首先要颁发的是我们的杰出贡献奖。在国家体育总局小球运动管理中心和上海市体育局的领导和支持下，东亚体育今年以来持之以恒打造高品质世界斯诺克上海大师赛，同时更致力于将斯诺克运动在全国范围当中大力推广。 下面有请世界职业台联主席杰森·弗格森先生为上海东亚集团有限公司总经理胡神奇先生颁发杰出贡献奖。
Now will be our awarding ceremony. The first award is the Outstanding Contribution Award. Please welcome Mr. Jason Ferguson to present the award to General Manager of Shanghai East Asia Group, Mr. Hu Shenqi. Congratulations.
接下来我们将颁发的是本次赛事的单杆最高分奖。本次赛事单杆的最高分是140分，由巴里霍金斯在昨天半决赛里面对阵丁俊晖的比赛里面创造。有请霍金斯的经纪人万保罗先生代为领奖。
Next, we're going to present the award for the highest break. Let's welcome manager of the player Barry Hawkins, who got the highest break in this tournament, Mr. Paul Mount, to accept this award on
Paul
his
Mount
behalf.
picking up the high break award on behalf of one of his players, Barry Hawkins. At 140 did stand to the end, so he gets £2,000.
Of the highest break.
Plus this certificate.
Please, we have a trophy to present.
接下来有请甘连坊先生为他颁发单杆最高分奖金支票。
Let's welcome Mr. Gan Lianfang to present the check of the highest break. 有请王涛女士和甘连坊先生再一次合影。 Another round of applause for Barry Hawkins, who can't be here but won the highest break.
好的，下面呢就是2个重量级的奖项了，有请获得本次世界斯诺克上海大师赛亚军的萧国栋上场。
Let's welcome the runner-up of the 2013 World Snooker Shanghai.
What a great week he's had. His first major final. Played some terrific snooker to get there. Played some terrific snooker in the final. Just when he fell 9-4 down, it was always going to be tough. But he goes away with £35,000. Plenty of ranking points and plenty of confidence as well.
接下来有请上海市体育局长李玉先生为他颁发亚军奖杯，请黄秋元先生陪同颁奖。
Let's welcome Mr. Liu Yi and Mr. Huang Qiuyuan to present the trophy to our runner-up, Xiao Guodong. Congratulations.
有请胡彦斌先生再一次合影，谢谢。好的，是我们最后的一个奖就要颁了。接下来有请交通银行2013世界斯诺克上海大师赛的冠军丁俊晖上场。
Yes, there was one man that came to see more than any other this week, and he is the winner, Ding Junhui.
Mr. Tao went to present the check to our
Huge satisfaction for Ding to win on home soil. There's the cheque for £80,000 and the trophy. And as I say, now he's won an event in China. Don't be surprised if he starts to win them more regularly. So well done to Ding. It's been a terrific event this, and we've got the great champion. Historic final, all Chinese final. Xiao Guodong played his part, but Ding Junhui is the winner here in Shanghai. And he's just about to receive his trophy. There it is. That's what it's all been about this week. The Shanghai Masters Trophy goes to China's own Ding Junhui. So thanks a lot for your company. We're going to leave you with a few highlights from the week. It's well done to Ding Junhui, the Shanghai Masters champion in 2013.